Good evening, guys. Hope everyone is good. It's a big game. Big game. These guys, they don't need any intro. They do not need any intro. You guys know the names. Martians, Kompleksi. Woo, this game doesn't get much bigger. We're getting near the end of the tournament. That prize money is looming. Peds, welcome in, buddy. It'll be changing in a bit. It's just because I'm just because I'm on a delay. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Once again, I'm not even playing. And I'm still quite nervous. I'm nervous for these guys. There you go. It should be kicking in now. Ugh. But this is big. There's another game going on. We do have Ethics versus New Era. I think Noddy is streaming that from his perspective. That is also being commentated on by Wally or Whaley. I can never say his name, I'm sorry. But the other caster for COD 2, I think he's covering that game. I think. Although it doesn't look like he is at the minute. So maybe he started a bit late, I'm not quite sure. But either way, if you guys want to have a couple of windows up, you've got Noddy, or NODYXZZ. Now thank you, Peds, I appreciate it, brother. Sammy, welcome in, dude. Yeah, good to see you guys. I hope you're all good. I might just have a little bit of music on in the background just while the teams are loading in. But yeah, we're literally right near the end of the tournament. These guys have progressed this far and can smell the money. They can smell that big paycheck at the end of the tournament. They're getting very close. I'm excited. You guys should be excited. They're excited. Probably nervous. I'm just going to double check actually. Is Whaley actually covering that, or is it... He is. Whaler Stary. FX versus New Era. He's covering that. He's also on a 2-minute delay. Noddy is streaming that from his perspective. I don't know whether Ravesor is going to cover this from his perspective. Maybe not, because it is a big game, so I'm guessing he doesn't want any distraction. I'm not sure. But yeah. Katie, thank you for 10 streams. Jesus, freaking heck. Thank you, Katie. You need something better to do with your life. You really do. You really do. But let me put the other names in. So if you guys do want to have other windows up, I'll put their names in. Whaler Stary. I can never ever... W-A... Whaler Stary. I think that's his name. So yeah, those are the other two streams. If you want to keep them up, if you want to keep an eye on the other big match, that is the lower bracket final. And then whoever wins out of these two, as in 2 matches, will then go on to the final, which is the grand final, which I'll be covering, and I am super buzzed about that. So thank you to the organisers for letting me cover that. I am super, super excited. Nervous. I'm glad it's not me, but look at that lineup. So for Martians, we have Bumbledore or Bumblebee, Gabox, Blavex, Patty, and Skills. Hang on, no, wait, do we? Hang on, wait, hang on. Wait, no, I'm a little bit confused. You know what, I'm going to wait for people to change their name before I do it. Because I'm guessing one of those reanimation guys... Oh wait, no, they left, I think. You know what, we'll wait for the server to refresh. Once we do the pistol bash, we know who's on who. But I think Kompleksi might still be waiting for a 5th. I'm not sure. Yeah, don't worry if you just join in. Nothing's been picked yet. There's no picks or bans that have been done. Also, can everyone just confirm that the sound is okay? Can you hear the game? Can you hear me? I'm not too loud. There he is, 1950. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. So yeah, if you guys could just let me know if the game is alright. I want everything to be good for this. Hopefully sounds are okay. You can see things all right. But yeah, we just have to wait. We're literally just waiting for... Good lad. Thank you, Vass. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. You might even meet some family members. Who knows, dude? Yeah, Peds, welcome in, brother. Hope you're okay. Katie, thank you again for 10 streams. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Sammy, good to see you. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday. Wait, hang on. Wait, what's happening? Are we doing a pistol bash? Okay, pistol bash. Cool, we are doing a pistol bash. Right, that's fine. I was a little bit confused then. Right, but the pistol bash is incoming. So, this is probably a bit more important than normal. In terms of winning and securing the maps. Getting the picks and bans. So, I don't know whether this pistol bash might get drawn out a little bit. You never know. I don't know how you play tactically on a pistol bash. I have no idea. But Patty seems to be the only one left, and he is running for his life. He has 3 angry German men chasing him. Not many people can say that, and I don't think I'll ever say it again in my life. You can, Fenny. Yeah, you can mute me if you want to. That's fine. Welcome in, brother. Thank you for being here.
Allies eliminated.
Right, there you go. Kompleksi win that, and I'm certain they're going to be very happy with that. So the picks and bans incoming. And I managed to guess the maps yesterday.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be picked today. Train Rhine Harbour to play. Theozet calls Train and Rhine. Really? I'd love that, dude. I'd love that. I would love a Train Rhine Harbour final. That'd be great. Welcome in, buddy. That'd be great. Yeah, Bass, if you could be the translator in chat, actually, that'd be wonderful. That'd be great. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, guys. I hope you're excited. So, Tujane been banned by Martians. Tujane would have been good, I think. I think it would have been good to see these both these teams on Tujane. Carentan banned, that's a shame. You guys know I love Carentan. That is a shame. So, Tujane banned so far. Carentan banned by Kompleksi. I wonder if Dawnville is going to be picked. I have a feeling they might pick Dawnville, you know. I have a feeling the maps are going to be obscure. I think they're going to be obscure today. I don't think... Or are they? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to be. I don't know what they're going to be. And the teams are really going to have to think about them. They know what their opponent team is going to be good at. They know what they're good at. They know what they don't want. Which is why Tujane and Carentan got banned pretty quickly. Okay, breakout pick. That isn't really a surprise. Breakout picked. Is Dawnville going to get picked? Burgundy picked. Fair enough. So, Dawnville, Burgundy. Would anyone just mind writing Dawnville and Burgundy in chat? Then I can pin it. Is that okay? Just so if anyone comes in and wants to know what the maps are, then it's up there. So Dawnville, Berg. Not Dawnville. Sorry, not Dawnville. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Breakout and Dawnville. No, not even Dawnville. Oh my god, my nerves are kicking in. Sorry, Breakout and Burgundy. Thank you. If anyone could type in Breakout and Burgundy, that would be wonderful. And then for anyone new coming in, we have that pin. And I think we're just waiting for the potential third. I wonder if I could pin... Can I pin my own message? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can pin my own message. I have no idea how Twitch works. I really don't know.
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen a third. I'm not surprised that they're taking a bit long. Or a bit longer than normal. Pikey, welcome in, brother. Okay, Dawnville banned. Train banned. I really hope we get a 3-map wonder tonight. I would love a 3-map game. I really would. Okay, Rave's all back. Just reconnecting. Right, Breakout is going to be first. Whoa! Pikey, I'm sorry if I miss your message, dude. But I will, Average boomer, regular, everyday... Oh, I like average. Wait, words. Regular, everyday, average boomer here. Everything scares me and I'm confused. Back in my day, I can relate to this. There were only 2 positions. Man on top, woman under. Silence and in the dark. Nowadays, there are several. And they're sticking their whatevers into whatever nowadays. I agree. I find that strange and wrong. You get a haircut, you hippie. And also, to buy a house for a nickel. You guys are screwed up in the economy. And I don't get penicillin. If you die, you die. You wuss. Pikey, is everything alright? Break out in bed. Thank you. Fenny. Thank you, brother. Nope, I can't even pin that from my phone. Can't even do that. Can't even do that. Okay, there's a few in spec. I may quickly jump out and just do that from here. Oh, you know what? I can pin my own message. There we go. I think I did it. I think I've done it. Brilliant. Pike, I hope you're well, my dude. I can relate to that one a lot more than the Gen X. Or Gen Z. I forget which one's which. It is tense even during map picks. It is. I'm really nervous and I don't know why. I'm incredibly nervous for this. I think when you just look at the names and you know what's at stake, it's hard not to get kind of caught up in the emotions a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be fun, and I really hope it goes to a 3-map. I would love these final games to go to a 3-map wonder. I really would. I think that would do the whole thing justice. I know the final is going to be best of 5. So we're at least looking at a 3-map game then. But just for these last 2, kind of the winner bracket, lower bracket. I think that'd be great. But let's just go through the names one more time. Martians, we have Skills, Patty, Blavex, Gabox, and Bumbledore, aka Bumblebee. For Kompleksi, Seba, Ravesor, Dubs, Losa, 1950. I don't think they've ever changed their team. I think Kompleksi have had that team for a long time. Because those are names I haven't seen anywhere else. I don't think Kompleksi... Do they have other players? I don't know if they have a 6th. I don't know. But I know these guys know each other very well. So I'm expecting big teams, big things from both teams. I am incredibly excited for this. And here we go. Round 1 between Kompleksi and Martians. On Breakout, we have Martians on attack, Kompleksi defending, Skills with Scope, Gabox with Shotgun, 3 M1 Garens picked for Martians. Dubs with Scope, 1950 with Shotgun, no surprise there. And Car 98s all round, no surprise. Seba picking up that first kill, finding Gabox, a bit of a scope duel, but no one coming out on top initially. Bumblebee looks to be doing the one-man push north side, going towards A. I think he might be fairly quiet at the beginning. I can't see him going out and getting on that A-bomb, at least within the first minute. He is looking towards it, though. He's looking towards A house, potentially scoping out. I think his team are going to wait for his information. 1950 with a bash there on Skills. Not quite sure how that happened, but interesting. 1950 managed to creep all the way around, get into Scope House, and bash skills. So a little bit of a lack of vision there from Martians, allowing 1950 to creep through. We've seen him do it on Breakout before. He is an absolute nuisance with that shotgun. And that mid route going through ruins is kind of typical for a shotgunner. And if they get through and manage to get into your spawn house, then that is on you. Bumblebee making his way towards A. Uncontested so far. Nades are landing round him. Ravesor finding the head of Blavex. Patty and Bumbledore left. Patty does get that first kill, finding Ravesor. He's then quickly dropped by Dub. And Siebert is going to collect that first round for Kompleksi. So again, these first rounds I think are going to be pretty chill. I don't think there's going to be anything too out of the ordinary, apart from that bash on the scope. But that's something that Martians are going to have to look out for. And Kompleksi. That mid-route through Breakout. Nice early scope there from Dubs. Ravesor also adding to that, finding Bumbledore. But they're going to have to be careful of that mid-rush with the shotgun. 1950 spotted this time. He did get tagged, but still got that kill on Gabox. Shotgunner is such a key play on this map. Ravesor drop. Patty finding C, but I don't think he's noticed 1950. He hasn't. Skills, the only man left for Martians with scope. Lingering just on the edge of that smoke. He can hear players in front. Would be better if he could find a bit of cover, though. He is right out the open here. Looks to be lingering more towards A. Doing well to keep things quiet so far. Hasn't been spotted. But I have no doubt he's going to be giving his position away fairly soon. $50 seconds left. He still has Dubs up with the scope in the car. Loser and 1950. The best he can probably do is try and go down with a bit of collateral damage. He does find 1950. That's going to be good. He's going to lose that car. So he did take one down with him, which isn't a bad thing. 1950 may lose that car unless Dubs gives it to him, which I think he might actually do. He has done. So it didn't really do anything. But either way, he took a bit of dignity with him. So 2-0 here for Kompleksi on that defensive room. Scope duel there. No one coming out. Oh, I don't know why Losa decided to go on that MG, but Skills is going to have him. Bumbledore actually getting an early plant on A here, so this is an A rush. And the plant does go down. Nice push from Martians. Kind of a early rush. Blavex is going to be the man hanging back on that south side, waiting for a rotate, which may not come. Kompleksi may just go directly straight to the bomb. Gabox is there with the shotgun. Patty finding Ravesor. So a nice early A rush. I don't think we've seen many A rushes in the tournament on Breakout. So a little bit of a shock move. Kompleksi definitely didn't expect it. And this has caused Kompleksi, sorry, to kind of run around the map and react to it. Dubs is the only man left. He has been spotted. Nice round there from Martians. They needed that. But a nice A rush. Haven't seen many of them before. Didn't actually know that was a play for Breakout, if I'm honest. Martians taking that and potentially using that one again later. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to... Skills. Dubs had that fairly good front scope spawn. And just look at that. 3 kills going for Kompleksi within the first 15 seconds. Dumbledore or Bumble. I keep calling him Dumbledore. Bumblebee. Picking up that kill on 1950 and a nice reply there from Kompleksi. And a couple of no-scopes there from Ravesor. That is no surprise at all. David, welcome in, buddy. Maps are Burgundy and Breakout. It should be pinned, hopefully, if I did it right. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, nice to see an A rush on Breakout. I haven't actually seen that very often. So, glad that's in the book. Skills with a double headshot with that scope. He is certainly going to be happy with that. Patty, the early man, drops Blavex here, still without a kill. Just as I say that, he picks up 1950. That's a big kill for him. Welcome to the scoreboard. So 1950 is actually starting to lose ground on these rounds. Bumbledore finding Losa. I'm not sure if 1950 is going to change his play. He does tend to go down that mid route on break quite a bit. He just kind of tends to fluctuate the time of when he does it. Dubs there, nice reactions. Finding Blavex. He is the only man left. Is about to get dropped. And that was kind of a foregone conclusion. But Martians will happily take that one and make it 3-2. Let's jump him in 1950. Just see where he goes. I wonder if he's going to change. Maybe pick a flank. And he's going to pop out that tack smoke. And tack nade to follow. A couple of ally grenades coming in return. Skills dropping C, but just peeking through that door a little bit too long. You can never give Skills too much vision because he will punish you for it. 1950 with headshot on Bumbledore. Gabox then finding Ravesor in reply. 3v4 in favour of Martians. Gabox finding Losa caught out in the open. 1950 is still up. Dubs finding a target. Gabox is actually going to be planting. 1950 tries to prevent that if he can. The plant does go down. Doesn't get a tag. Martians, I think, have control. A looks to be pretty popular for them. Dubs is going to be the man left. Does find Patty. And a shot that looked like it was in the ankle from Skills. Finds him. And brings it back to 3-3. So Martians looking pretty happy with that A push. Yeah, I don't think they've paid much attention to B yet at all. I wonder how long they're going to keep that for. They're kind of turning it into Burgundy, really, with that kind of that consistent B push. Which, by the way, I wonder if we're going to see that. I don't know if both teams are just going to rely on that B push as much as they can. Burgundy, I think, is going to be pretty aggressive. Ravesor with that nade. Finding Blavex. Gabox finding Ravesor in return. The handsome man gets dropped. Bumbledore finding 1950. Again, the shotgunner goes down for Kompleksi. He's going to have to change his play. You need your shotgunner on this map. It's quite a pivotal role. And if 1950 keeps getting dropped, I think he might have to change his play. Nice jump shot there from Gabox. Finding Losa. He is sticking himself out in the open. Quite a bit though. Bumbledore again going for A. And he gets it. Seba dropped. Dubs again. The man on his own does find Patty in mid. Skills springs into action. And Gabox will get that final kill, making it 4-3. The Martians are coming. Yeah, both shotgunners tend to carry a lot of the weight on this map. If they can control that mid ground. Ah, nice jump shot there from Dubs. Finding Skills, puts him down early. And then falls to the flank. Patty catching Seba out in the open. They're punishing him for that. Ravesor looks like he has B under control. He has a feeling players are going to be nearby, so pops that nade out. It looks a little bit close. I thought that may have landed in his teammate's pocket, but it didn't, luckily. Nades coming over to B, but not finding anyone. No tags. There goes another one. That B house, the target of those nades. Ravesor with the second, finding Gabox. 1950. Finding Blavex. Dubs winning that duel with Bumbledore. And Patty dropping Ravesor. And there goes the last one. Scope positioning is really imperative on this map as well. There aren't many places scopes can go. Apart from when that bomb's been planted. But during those first opening seconds, perhaps the first minute, scope positioning is pivotal. Skills hunting over to B, covering Blavex. You actually did a fake plant there just to try and maybe draw out some nades, and he's done it. And he's done well. He's drawn out at least one, maybe two in fact. Dubs to get that nade kill on Blavex eventually. Gabox tagged as well. 1950 dropped again. Spree of kills for Kompleksi, leaving Gabox's Skills left. And an exchange there. Ravesor getting the kill on Gabox just before being dropped by Skills, who's now retreating back to spawn. So it looked like a B fake was the plan for that one. And it did draw out a few nades from Axis, but apart from that, it didn't really do much good. I wonder if they're going to stick with A for the majority of the rounds left in this half. He's going to be hunting, and I think Kompleksi are just going to keep their heads down. There's no reason for them to stick their heads out and do anything out of the ordinary. 30 seconds. It's so tough when you're the last man. The amount of responsibility on your shoulder. And you know that the rest of your team are watching you. He just spotted one. He didn't get that kill. Siebert is going to have that happily though. Nice calm play from him. It's going to be 5-4 to Kompleksi. Let's have a look at the shotgun comparison. 90-50 on 7-7. Gabox on 7-5, so not a lot of difference between the two. Dubs enjoying a few more kills compared to skills, and I think a few of them were actually skills. I think a rush again from Martians. If I'm not mistaken, Kompleksi seemed to be moving like a fake plant was just made. I think I saw it spring up. 1950 tagged quite heavily, hiding in B house. Looking kind of stunned. Razor finding Blabex, Losa finding skills. And Martians actually look pretty spread out. I think a fake was made. It's a nice tactical play for Martians. They're not just going for that, apart from those direct A pushes, which have worked incredibly well. They're making Kompleksi work. They're making them think. Gabox looking quite tense in A house here, and I think he knew Losa was up there. Timed his movement well. Bumbledore looking to get that plant down on A. He doesn't get it. Ravesor defending well. 2v2. Gabox is now going to have a try. He gets it. Plants it just on the east side of that A tank. Dubs then finding him. Didn't check his back. Patty finding Dubs. Patty versus Ravesor on the 10th round. And they're pretty close. I don't think they know how close they are to each other. That was all about those last 1v1s. Obviously down to skill, but your movement is so important. It is kind of a bit of luck as well. If you just manage to catch your opponent at the right time, then you've got it. You have to have eyes in the back of your head in those 1v1s, looking everywhere. And Ravesor unfortunately was caught with that one. Look at Blavex pushing in, finding 1950, dropped by the Luger from Ravesor initially, but still did good. Finding 1950, taking him out of the round. So I don't know whether Blavox is maybe given up with the idea of trying to take things steady. He did have Thompson. So maybe he is going to be a bit of a rush player. Maybe looking to try and take the shotgunner out. Almost a bit of a sacrificial pawn. I'm not quite sure. Skills with that shot finding Dubs. I just love how games like this, there's very rarely any shots made, but usually when there are, it involves a kill. Like the map is pretty much silent, apart from the occasional bullet that flies off, normally finding a head. Skills pops that nade out. Eventually. I think that goes towards B house. Patty keeping an eye on it as well. Might be looking to try and bait the player out of that B house, but he isn't going to get a chance. Ravesor finds him. Skills now left on his own. Dropped by Siebert. And we now have one round left before the half. Are we going to see a 6-6? Dubs looking for that first opening kill. Skills is going to get it. He manages to hide from Dubs' scope. Takes Alosa out. His Axis times are over. Good shot there from 1950. Finding Bumbledore off the A plant. I think his idea was to rush it again. Siebert and Patty both picking up kills. 3v3. Gabox looking to get that plant down at A. That nade landing near him, I think. Good cover from Skills. Finding Dubs. That plant will go down. Ravesor and Sieber left. Are we going to see a 6-6? Martians have the advantage. That bullet was close. Ravesor, I think he's going to rely on his other 8 lives. And maybe try and stay in cover a bit longer. I've never seen that guy with a negative score. Always finds kills. Siebert rushing Skills, finding him, taking him out of spawn house. Probably should have done a little bit more to keep cover on his own area. I think he's a bit more worried about his teammates. Oh! Blavex! What? What was that? Blavex! Wow. Is no one going to say anything? No one's going to talk about that publicly. No, just that last bullet in the M1 chamber, no scope, taking out the defuser to take it to 6-6. Blavex, you made me scream. Blavex, not many people have done that. Woo! We have a game, ladies and gents. We have a game. We have a game. 6-6, we've switched. Martians are now going to be defending. Kompleksi are now going to be attacking. Not much has changed in terms of roles. Gabox still with shotgun. Skills actually gone car. Patty taking scope. 1950 back with shotgun. Dubs with scope. Apart from that, we're all pretty much same game. Patty and Skills picking up those first kills of the round. Gabox finding Sieber. Dubs finding that kill on Patty. Just on the edge of that smoke. Dubs and Losa left missing that kill. Not quite sure who he'd have been dueling against there, but they're lucky to be alive. Losa's going to be just edging closer to that A-bomb site. Skills finding Dubs, taking a bullet in the kneecap in return. And Losa digging himself into a bit of a corner. He's not going to get that no-scope. Blavex is going to find him. You guys just saw that Blavex play. Sorry for any eardrums that just got burst there. I apologise, but... Whoa. We're over that excitement for now. Anyway. Sieber finding that first kill, dropping Blavex. Skills returning it on 1950. Skills finding Ravesor. Another big name dropped. Losa is now going to be planting a friendly nade from Dubs. Catching Sieber. Plant does go down. So a bit of a rush around here for Kompleksi. Martians now being forced to react. Is Dubs' nade going to come back to haunt him? I have a feeling it might. He makes up for it though with that shot. Bumbledore heavily tagged, eventually dropped by Losa. Skills is now going to be left on his own. Although he may actually go for a save, but is he going to? He is near the bomb, so maybe not actually. Kind of forced not to, although now he's backing away. And I'm not quite sure who would have had that carbine. I know Ravesor loves a carbine, but it couldn't have been him. And eventually taken down. 7-7. A back and forth game on Breakout. What more could you want? What more could you want? Let's jump in with a shotgunner. 1950, actually hanging back at this point, taking things a bit more slow. And I know he has the M1, so his speed is going to be reduced a bit, but potentially waiting to see how the game plays out before he picks a side. It looks like that's what he's doing. He does pop that smoke out eventually. So I think he's probably more or less forced to play the game a bit more slowly. That mid-ground is actually being opened by both teams. No shotgunner is actually pushing through it, sorry, at the minute. I wonder how he's going to continue to play. Gabox is still up as well. So I don't know whether both shotgunners have actually cancelled each other out and maybe they're a bit too scared to kind of push through mid. Seba making his way towards B. Looks like the other two players of his team are looking towards there as well. Covers B house. He can definitely hear some German boots in there. $19.50. Looking to pincer in on B. I think that could be the target. Again, 40 seconds for Kompleksi to try and do something. Dubs choosing that M1. Patty finding 1950. He's not going to take part in this round any longer. That's Hackney not finding a target. But definitely giving Martians an idea of who's near B. Seba taking heavy damage. Gabox being dropped. Seba the man left. Actually in Axis sniper house at the minute. Using the post as cover. You don't see that very often. Getting the no-scope onto Patty. Eventually dropping him. And time was not on the side of Seba. So Martians are going to take that one. He just had to keep him steady. And that was all they did. Skills rushing forward with the car. Gets on that north side, potentially tries to hold here to prevent an A push. He might even get a rotate if he's lucky. Shotgunner on shotgunner. 1950, oh sorry, Gabox comes out on top of that one. 1950 dropped. It is not his game today. Which is strange because we've seen him perform so well in many other tournaments. I'm sure he isn't done though. Patty with the scope, finding dubs. Losa and Seba left for Kompleksi. Do manage to drop Blavex. Bumbledore on the hunt. Losa with that Thompson drops Gabox. The players are falling for Martians. 2v3. Bumbledore missing that, and the second. You can't do that. Patty says this is how you do it. You're welcome. Tries to clear B. But Skills will happily take that kill. It's going to be 9-7. And the carbine. No one wants the carbine. Nobody wants the carbine. Patty with that scope and Thompson. Gabox with the shotgun and M1. A tag from Dubs. I think he caught Ravesor there. He's lucky to still be in the game. Dumbledore with the first kill. Finding Seba. Gabox eventually finding Ravesor. 1950. Actually getting a kill with the M1 this time. Choosing to put his shotgun away. Patty finding Losa. Spree of kills coming in here. Looks like B is going to be the target. Not by choice, but I just think Opportunity is leaving B as the only one. Dubs is now left on his own. And Patty will have that final kill quite happily. Martians with a 3-round gap. After all that, we're finally starting to see a winner come out of Breakout. Kompleksi done. I really think they've been missing 1950. I really do. I'm not saying he hasn't played well, but he definitely hasn't played as well as we know he can. Just like that, he gets dropped. I don't know why this isn't his game. Maybe Martians just knew he was a player to keep an eye on. Losa and Ravesor both picking up kills. Bumbledore finding Seba. Losa and Ravesor left. Kompleksi just seem to be struggling. I don't know what they've changed. Ravesor dropped. He's not really checking his corners that much. Losa, the man left, and he's in mid of all places where you don't want to be. He's the last man. Skills finds him. Another round in Martian's pocket. This is tense. I don't know why I'm tense. I don't know why. I just can't. I can't disassociate. I'm not playing and I'm nervous. I don't get it. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Kompleksi need to change something. Blavex, good kill finding Losa. He didn't even peek for that long, but you give these players an inch of uniform and they'll shoot it. And they will take it off. I think B is the target. Ravesor pops that nade over to B house. Gets a kill on Blavex. Patty finding Seba. Tease there on B to potentially bait out any nades from Martians. I think one was baited. Dubs hanging back. Needs to keep an eye on his backside. Skills is not far away. Patty finding 1950. Again, Dubs finds himself the last man alive against a 4-man Martians team. I don't think I've ever said this before, but Kompleksi look a little bit lost.
Allies eliminated.
Gabox will have that. Map point.
Win.
It's taken a bit of time, but Martians really seem to have just upped the gear a little bit. Nades landing. Skills has an eye on him. Blavex and Seba both picking up kills. Kompleksi need to come out swinging here. Losa and Seba both picking up kills. This is better. This is better. 2v2. 1950 unfortunately dropped again. They're really missing their shotgunner. Gabox finding Dubs. Seba has been spotted in mid. Gabox has his number. And Patty is going to be making his way round. He misses. But luckily he gets the head. There is going to be breakout to Martians. They are going to have it. It took a while for a winner to come from that one, but Martians come out on top. And we now go to Berg. We now go to Berg. I think I'm more nervous about Burgundy than I am a breakout. Seb, welcome in, buddy. Oh, how's Burgundy going to go? How is Burgundy going to go? Thing is, at this level, I'm still thinking shotgun it. If you go through mid, chances are you're going to be spotted. Teams of this level know that a shotgunner normally comes through mid, tries to disrupt your sniper. So I'm guessing they'll have plans for that. Whoever's attacking, I'm guessing they'll leave maybe 1 or 2 back. I can't imagine shotgun is going to have a fun time if they go through mid. Obviously the jump, everyone knows the jump. Snipers at this level, very unlikely to miss. So that is going to have to be well timed. B rushes are always a thing. But with the amount of tac nades, with the amount of recoveries we've seen from Axis winning and defusing plants, it's never a dead cert. Burgundy isn't the... It's not the strong allied map it always used to be. I think when teams have found sort of different metas and different ways of turning the map on its head, I don't even, maybe Kompleksi won't even go with the shotgunner. 1950 has it at the minute. I don't know. I don't know how you play it as Kompleksi. I'm very interested to see. I can't imagine they'll just do rushes. I really can't. I don't think we'll see many Thompsons. I know Blavex has it at the minute. He had it on the later part of Breakout. I don't know if he'll keep it. I guess it depends on the spawn. Maybe if Blavex gets a good front spawn, he might try and rush for B. Same with Gabox. If he has a shotgun, they might send him forward if he gets that good spawn. I'm saying like B is going to be the focal point. Who knows? Maybe even Martians will just push A. I can't imagine they'll do it. But then again, they're going to try and guess what the other team's going to do, and trying to get in the heads of Kompleksi is not easy. It's really not easy. Either way, it's going to be fun. I still hope we get to a third map, just due to the fact we're getting close to the final. I still hope we see 3 maps. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be good for both teams to have a good old slug out on 3 maps. Interestingly, the third map hasn't been called yet, I don't think. I think we're still waiting for that. I don't think they called a third, if I'm not mistaken. I won't ask, I don't want to disrupt, but if we do go to a third, I wonder what they'll pick. I didn't actually see a third pick. Did anyone see a third? I don't think they did. Maybe they don't think a third is going to be needed. Who knows? Either way, here we go. Martians are going to be attacking. Kompleksi are going to be defending. Look at that. Straight 3 Kar 98s, 1 scope, 1 shotgun. 2 M1 Garens, 1 Thompson scope and shotgun for Martians. So Blavek sticking with that Thompson skills, getting that scope, but choosing to sit back a little bit. No kills on opening nades, no kills on scope. Plenty of nades going out. Patty finding 1. And look where he's pushing. You don't see this that often. Actually pushing up past Garage. Skills finding 1950 Siebert and Ravesor both putting up a valiant defense on B. Blavex with Thompson has pretty much cleared B. Although I think there might still be one in Darkroom, if I'm not mistaken. There is indeed. Literally the last 3 players of Kompleksi emerging on B. Skills is going to be the man left. Siebert's going to be in Darkroom. So well played to Kompleksi to actually make that cross and get in a defensive position. Skills left is lingering by APC. Dubs and Siebert. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility for Skills to win this. But he does have a mountain to climb. And he's been spotted. That doesn't help. Can he find Siebert here? If he does, that opens up B. He isn't going to do it. All about positioning. Siebert not sitting in that generic corner spot, which I think Skills thought he was going to beat. And that first round will go to Kompleksi. Good play from them. So is Dubs going to challenge the scope? I'm not surprised. He looks a little bit tentative doing that, and I'm not surprised. Nades coming over, landing in that alleyway. Losa getting tagged. Nades landing round him. He's actually jumping everywhere to try and get out of the way. Gabox is on the bomb, and I don't think anyone managed to jump there, so that plant will go down. A very nice B push from Martians here, keeping those nades covering that alleyway, the smoke, also the sniper cover. Now it's down to Kompleksi to try and flip this around if they can. 1950 is still up. They push in as a trio by the looks of it. 1950 dropped. Blavex defending well, but is eventually dropped. I think that was a Gua from Losa. Was it a Gua? No, I thought it was a Gua then. It sounded like a Gua. Losa finding him. Ravesort finding Patty. So far, a pretty good recovery from Kompleksi. Ravesort picking up 2 kills there, and a tease. Good cover from Ravesort finding Skills. Losa does eventually get dropped. 1v1. Dumbledore's going to need to get on that bomb site if he can. He manages to just keep him off. Well played. Ravesor will get the kill, but it won't be much. And that round is going to go to Martians.
Objective destroyed.
And that is how deadly that B push can be. If you cover that alleyway, prevent Axis players from getting on there, getting in Darkroom, even getting into the cart. If you keep that B site fresh and open, it's well, it used to be a dead cert, but with the way these guys play, nice jump there from Dubs. Picks up a double, actually. Finds Skills and Blavix. Have to have a look at that. There's one. Lovely. Lovely double, just to sway the favour of the game in Kompleksi's favour early on. Dumbledore also dropped. Gabox and Patty left. No luck with the first nade. Pops up the second over towards that alleyway. Again, not finding anyone. Kompleksi going to use the map, I think, as much as they can here. Although now there'll be conversion on B.
Explosives planted.
The plant does go down. Gabox is going to be covering APC. Patty with the responsibility of covering that alleyway. Not anymore. Seba finds him. How is Gabox going to play this? Seba is defusing.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
I think there was that. Was there a TK in there at some point? No, I think someone tagged one other of the Axis players. I don't quite know what happened, but either way, Gabox didn't get that one. That was a bit too much to ask against 5 Kompleksi players with just a shotgun. You're going to have a hard time. Bumbled over that opening nade. Finding Ravesor. Handsome man gets dropped early. 1950, I think, is thinking about maybe pushing through mid. Judging by his movement, he's just not getting in the game today. He's not having fun. Good recovery kill from Dubs. Picking up Bumbledore on A. 1950 almost looked a little bit lost. He didn't know whether he wanted to go A long, mid. That's not like him. Really isn't like him. Siebert and Losa left using that Luger as a an aggressive weapon there, but Martians are going to take that one and make it 2-2. Blavex choosing the grease gun. He's now going back with Thompson in that car combo, my favourite. Martians won the first map, Fenny. 13... Was it 13-7, I think? It literally says 13-7. Yeah, it was. Bubs finding that early kill. 1950 has made it through mid. This could be a good round for Kompleksi. He steals that M1 as well. Martians now have to think about that shotgun that is going to be in their mix, as well as getting the plant down, as well as pushes from A long. This is what Kompleksi need to do. Gabox is trying to make some noise at A long if he can. He has numerous targets in his field of vision. That's the 1950 we know and love. Dubs finds him. Good defending from him again at A. Skills and Blavex left. And they choose mid. 1950 kind of did that hit and run. I'm not quite sure where he is now. Losa will find Blavex. Skills gives his position away. Does have a Thompson, so he can defend himself at least a little bit. Not when Ravesor does that.
Axis win.
Again, that just shows how pivotal a shotgunner can be. If 1950 can get that mid rush and get in their face, get the early kills, that would just freeze Martians from pushing. That's exactly what he needed to do. Ravesor getting tagged there. 1950, I think he gets a nade kill, pops over to APC, chooses not to go mid again, but it's still going to go over to Garage. Siebert defending B. 1950 gets into Garage. That's a great place for him to be. He looks excited. He looks eager. How's he going to play this? Oh, he walks right out in front of Blavex. That's what I meant at the start. They do plan for that push from Shotgunner through mid. You just have to guess how long they're going to be waiting. Looks like Blavex was quite happy to camp that one out. Protecting his scope. Well played to him. And again, I can't imagine they'll be too far apart for the remaining part of this round. But either way, good cover from Blavex. Dubs looking for that kill. Losa in dark green. Seba at cart. They have spotted him over by APC. Blavex is dropped. Skills is there as well. I don't think they're going to do anything too dangerous for this. And anyway, Skills will run right in front of an MG. That is one surefire way of ruining your day. 4-2 here to Kompleksi. Nice reply from them. Skills actually pushing... Actually, he's dropped the scope. Blavix now has that. Skills going on the one-man mission towards A long. 1950 finding Patsy. This is better. Gaboxen finding him. And the second on Seba. The third on Losa. Nearly picks up the fourth. He doesn't get it. Ravesor is going to find him, but the job is done pretty much as far as Martians are concerned. The plant goes down. Gabox with the triple. Just shows you how crucial an informed shotgunner can be. Not just on breakout. Burgundy probably even more so. Great play from Gabox. Great play. He nearly picked up the fourth, in fact. Good reactions from him to grab that M1, but just couldn't quite get that final kill on Ravesor. Skills did, though. Dubs is left. And Blavex knows exactly where he is. And just keep their heads in. Somehow gets the kill on Bumbledore. I think that was an ankle shot. He gets the second on Blavex. Not gonna... No, don't get the third. Don't you dare. It doesn't matter now. I think they were just throwing bodies at him just to try and keep him still, but either way, it looks kind of fun. Sacrificing themselves, that's how much that bomb means to them. But a much needed round there. 4-3 we find ourselves. Dubs looking for those helmets. Not getting one. Siebert and Ravesor both getting tagged. 1950 finding himself damaged again. Still alive. I hate to just focus on one person, but it's so important when your shotgun is up. As soon as I say that, he goes down. Blavex and Skills both finding kills. Siebert and 1950 being taken out. Kompleksi are losing players early on. They're pushing through that smoke. Patty is going to get that plant on B unless... Not going to happen. Nice, clean round from Martians. Really nice and clean. Burgundy can be such a fluid map. If Axis players do manage to jump and get onto B, that can completely change your play. A lot of responsibility falls on Shotgunner, but also on Scope. With the relay information, telling the team how many have jumped, if any have jumped. Losa and Dubs both picking up kills. 1950 finding Bumbledore, changing his play a bit. Ravesor adding to that. Gabox, the man on his own, somehow finds himself in Spawn House. And he's going to have 4 angry German men knocking at his door. Don't quite know how he ended up here. I don't even think he wanted to be here. Just look at that. You see loads of Kompleksi players out in the open, and then suddenly they go into hiding. Just peeking up. It's like a whack-a-mole. Packing it, or picking up, sorry, from random parts of the map. He did get a tag on there eventually, but Losa will finish that one and make it 5-4. Kompleksi are looking eager. They are looking very eager. Dubs still has scope, chooses not to challenge. Plenty of nades going over to that APC. Patty and Skills both getting tags. Patty eventually taken down. 1950 finding him. Ravesor going into mid. Shotgunner on Shotgunner. Seba covering, Seba covering his partner well. Finding Gabox. 1950 is still up and happy. Will also grab that car. Skills looks to plant at B. 1950 is going to have to return and go the other way. That plant does go down. No nades here for Kompleksi either. Blavex in Darkroom. It is so tense when you're hiding and you can hear the boots of the other team running around just outside. Ravesor finding Skills. Finds a second on Blavex. The cleanup begins from Kompleksi. Bombador, the man left. And Sieba will have him. Nice recovery from Kompleksi again.
Axis win.
Just so calm. It's literally a cleanup. When it comes to people like Ravesor, you are literally just cleaning up. Early smoke on that allied Tiger, landing just in front of Garage. Nades preventing Bombador from getting any further there. I think he was going to try and push, maybe get onto B early. Patty finding Sieba. Skills has actually got into office. Patty finding a second on Razor. Gabox finding Losa. Martians pretty much taking B. Dubs with the late nade. Finding Blavox. Looks to try and add a scope kill to that. 1950 from A side. Finding Patty. So again, he's managing to get himself around the map. Dub-Zero taking a shotgun shell in the back for his troubles. 1950 finding one. Finding Gabox. Gets a second. Finding Bumbledore. 1v1. I think they might be meeting fairly soon. 1950 choosing to go along the alleyway. Skills will need to check his back. He does. Skills check it again. It's so tense. Has he heard him? He hasn't! And 1950 will take that very important round for Kompleksi. Great timing by him. 4 kills that round.
Win.
I knew he'd wake up. I knew he'd do it. Never doubted him for a second. Love to see it. Skill saying well played to 1950 there. Lovely bit of sportsmanship. And a bit of a cue of Germans there. Chucking nades out. Ravesor finding skills with 1. And a shotgunner push through mid. By the looks of it, I think Gabox actually made that daring push. I think he damaged Ravesor a little bit. But then Ravesor will find that kill on Bumbledore. And again, the cleanup. Simple as that. Kompleksi come out swinging again and make it 8-4. They were able to get onto B. They were able to get into mid. That opening nade from Ravesor just gave them a little bit of that advantage. That was all they needed. And after that, Martians just looked to be guessing. So he hit that half at 8-4. Everyone is looking pretty good. Bumbledore's been fairly quiet. Blavex again seems to be struggling a bit. Skills with 2 plants. Gabox, Bumbledore and Patty all with 1. Kompleksi have been really good on those cleanups, especially when those plants go down. They've been very good at turning those rounds around. It's never easy. Attacking a B plant on a team that's dug themselves in well is not easy. So I will tip my hat to Kompleksi. It's not an easy thing to do. Let's see how the second half goes. Kompleksi are now going to be attacking. Martians now get that chance to defend. Let's see how we do. Dubs still with scope. Losa back with M1. 1950 with the shotgun. Blavex still with scope. And Gabox with shotgun again. So all that has changed is the uniforms. Dubs not picking up an early kill. Skills will do though. He will find Losa. Ravesor gets onto B. He's heavily tagged. Manages to find Patties. He goes back into the cart. 1950 also adds himself to that defense on B. Dubs looking to find players in Darkroom. I think there might be 2 in there actually, if I'm not mistaken. Sieba's going to be holding that flank. He may not even be needed. Has the responsibility of checking mid, A long. $19.50 digging his heels in at B. Attack nade there, not finding anyone. In fact, I think they did actually get a couple of tags. Is that Gavox and Bumbledore in there, I think. 1950 is desperate to get that kill. How is he not getting it? How did that happen? Gavox finding him somehow. Dubs finding skills. The last player alive for Kompleksi bravely charging through mid. 1950 was so unlucky not to get that kill. How he's doing it. You could see the car taunting him out of the brickwork, but was just not able to get it. Bit of a buy round here. Gavox taking that car 98. Stenning, good to see you, dude. Pompadour with an early kill, finding Raves, or finding a second on Los. Gavox was about to move up to APC. Spotted a player by Garage. Now chooses to go through mid. 1950 finding Pompadour. Dubs trying to back his teammates up as best he can. Pops that nade over to that alleyway. 1950 with a second. Skills finding Dubs. 1950 has sprung into Burgundy. Seba calmly dropping skills. 2v2. Gavox finding 1950. Seba the man on his own. Keeps his eyes towards APC. Lavix is in the spawn house. They both spotted him at pretty much the same time. And Martians are going to take that one, clawing those rounds back. Now only 2 rounds in it. Dubs keeping an eye on the cross, backed up by another player there too. Just popping some M1 bullets over just to put that pressure on. Does find Bumbledore on the cross. The smoke will block any more information, but I think Kompleksi pretty much have B under their control. Skills is going to be in mid. This could be big if he isn't spotted. Losa finding Patty. B is more or less locked down. A tag there from Blavex. Finding Seba. Losa looks to plant, covered by a teammate. The plant does indeed go down. Gavox looks to creep up to APC. That has already been covered. Might have been better off waiting for that health to recover. Ravesor finds him. Blavex left. Does get the headshot on 1950, but he has 4 more players to get. Dubs will put him down.
Allies win.
Tiniest gap. 9-6. Kompleksi just grab another chance at taking Burgundy. If they can take this map, we go to a third. Gavox had the good spawn, can get into mid. Patty finding Dubs. He's already been spotted. We need to recover. Good cover from the spawn house MG. Chooses to rotate over to Garage. Runs right into Ravesor, who has gone with Thompson. That plant goes down at B. Kompleksi going for that safe option. Getting the B plant locked down if they can. Bumbledore with the Luger headshot, finding Seba. Kompleksi doing what they know best. Attacking that B-bomb site, locking it down. Martians now have to use every available strat they can. Ravesor finding skills. A late nade from Blavex. 1950 finding Patty. Blavex and Bumbledore left. Time is ticking. And that has to be another Kompleksi round. Well played. 10-6. We get ever closer to that third map. Again, as usual, that smoke goes down an allied tank. Dubs just missing that target, catching that nade from Skills as well. Good spawn nade from him. 1950 and Patty adding to that kill tally. Raves are peeking in that smoke. Losa has managed to get onto B. Creeps up to dark room with the Thompson. He's backed up by another player. Just by Cart. He slowly creeps in. Has covered dark room himself. It's a tag onto Gavox. teases that plant. They need to keep his head in. Blavix finding Ravesor. Kompleksi are down to 2. Siebert grabbing 1. 2v3. Losa putting that Thompson to good use. Tries to get up in the face of Martians. Whose scope is that, I wonder? Blavix caught out in the open. Skills punishing Losa. And Siebert now left on his own. I don't quite know what happened there. Bit of a lag spike. Just ended up kind of spinning off into the corner there. Good old COD 2. Is a beautiful game, but does have its moments. 10-7. Martians fighting back. Lavik, Scope and Thompson. Dub-0 opening up that 18th round nicely. Finding Bumbledore as he tries to cross. That should leave B open. Smoke goes down on that alleyway onto B. Ravesor pushes up. Puts pressure onto Darkroom. Nades landing around him, but he's not phased at all. Looks for the head of Gabox, but he finds 1950. Losa then finds him. They want B locked down and in their control. Whoever's in Darkroom is about to have a bad day. And that was Patty. Dubs still at spawn. Finds him. Losa finds Blavix. I think Kompleksi will be pretty happy at how this rotate has turned out. Finishing Burgundy on attack. Certainly not a bad thing. Dubs are looking for that cross. Martians waiting for that smoke. Good patience from them. Or even though that few couple of seconds, that is not going to help Patty with the friendly nade on Gabox. I was about to say those few seconds it takes for that smoke to plume to give him a cover to jump is pretty much all Kompleksi need to get onto B. And they have done it again. 1950 looks to plant. Losa has the freedom to pretty much get into spawn garden here. Finds skills. Another round. We go to map point for Kompleksi. That third map is looking ever more likely. Kompleksi are in a rhythm. And I don't think Martians have much of an answer for it. They're going to do everything they can. I wonder if Gabox is going to try a shotgun push. That nade is close. They lock down B. Martians have B. Gabox is there, backed up by another teammate. Where does this mean Kompleksi are going to go? Ravesor pushes up gradually to APC. Thompson and car in hand. Skills finding 1950. It's dangerous to play Burgundy slow as attack. It really is. Dubs finds Patty. Losa waiting patiently in mid, keeping cover on Darkroom and MG House. They are just pretty much halfway along the map, just waiting. That minute has gone. Bumbledore tagged at the back of B there. Then gets that reply kill into Dubs. Ravesor moves up into office. Good play from Bumbledore. Great defense from him, leaving Sieber on his own. They may not get this round. They don't. Martians are still in it. Great play from them. I don't know if we're going to potentially end this on a B rush. That seems to have been the best play for Kompleksi so far. Few good spawns for them. They make that daring push. Losa is the front man. Holds it by one nade. Waits for the second. Pops that nade over to the alleyway. He's backed up by a teammate. I don't think anyone has crossed. B is pretty much theirs. 1950 and C, but both finding kills. Patty, I think Martians might have done a bit of an aggressive push hit. Players from Kompleksi are waiting back. While 2 go B. This could well be the final round. Blavix is going to be the man left to try and stop them. He finds 1950. He somehow gets Losa. B is pretty much open. Dubs is there. Well played. Another good half. We go to the third map. I'm so glad that's happening. I'm so glad we have a third map. I'm so glad we have a third map. Brilliant. Well played. This also means, what is the third map? I think we picked the third map. We're going to Map Matter. I'm going to ask if I can quickly go for a toilet break. Because I have drunk way too much tea today. Right, guys, be right back. Enjoy the third map, Map Matter, between Kompleksi and Martians. I can't wait. Oh, okay, back with you. I think we're probably going to go for a pistol bash, are we? I assume. Just to pick a side, I assume. I'm not quite sure. Okay, PB to select sides, I think. But yeah, thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. If I've missed any follows, sorry. Thank you for that too. But yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Most importantly, if you're a COD player for many years, or if you're new to the game, welcome. Nice to meet you. We have this game. We have Epics and New Era going on a few other channels. Noddy and Wailasteri. One being a commentator, one being a player. So make sure to check them out as well. And we should have the grand final here as well, but that is obviously going to depend on who wins today. But yeah, either way, I'm just glad that COD 2 is still going. I do love COD too, but we go for that pistol bash. And I'm guessing we're playing Matt Matter. They're just going to pick a side, I assume. I guess. I think that's the plan here. So, quite an important pistol bash, as pistol bashes go. A team kill there from Bumbledore onto Gabox. There's something just clumsy about a pistol bash. Just a lot of angry guys going around whacking each other with the butts of their pistol. Seba getting a triple there, turning that one round. And taking out the last 3 players to give Kompleksi the win there. So I think Kompleksi will go allies. They will. Yeah, Kompleksi have gone allies. Martians have gone Axis. And Matt Matter's the 3rd map. I don't know where they decided that, but that is obviously the thing. What a game. It's almost like it's scripted. 3rd map. Just before the final. It had to happen. It's like penalty shootouts. You know it's going to happen. You know you're not going to be emotionally ready for it, but it's going to happen. And here we go. Kompleksi will be attacking. Martians will be defending. And I think we have one MP44 for Martians. Bumbledore's going to be having that. Another one for skills, actually. So no shotgun. 2 Car 98s and a scope. And Kompleksi will have a scope, shotgun, 2 M1 Garens, and a Lee Enfield. Bravesor picking up a double there, actually, a nade and a rifle kill, finding Bumbledore and skills respectively. Eventually dropped by Blavex. He did take 2 down before he went, leaving it at 3v3. Patty trying to get that plan to A. Sorry, Losa trying to get that plan to A. Dropped by Patty. Dubs can hear someone near him. Doesn't actually dare to move out into the open. I don't blame him. Looks for the head of that player. That might just bait out this player around the corner from him. He is in a really tough position. Patty finding Seba, leaving Dubs on his Todd. And Patty will pick up the 3rd. Well played from him. Has the MP44 and a Car 98. Incredibly handy. Bit of a buy round for him. So Matt Matter notorious for that big mid-square roof. The A alleyway as well. You can see Blavex just looking towards it now. He might actually make his way up onto it. He does. Gabox finding a kill along with Ravesor. Kompleksi losing 2 before even 20 seconds have gone. Skill's actually picking an MP40 this time. Pops that nade over to A. Losa may catch that. He does. But isn't fully taken out of the game. He'll recover from that. Patty again seems to be the man with the running shoes on for the Axis team. Gabox defending well. Finds 1950. And nade, I think. Where did that go? Oh, it went over to... I think it went over to the MG house, but Patty will eventually find Losa. Seba is the man left on his own to try and defend that bomb if he can. Gets one. That defuse is happening. The other players needs to keep him busy. Well played. Great team play from Skills and Patty. 1 defuse, 1 keep the player busy. Good play from them. So the first 2 rounds here, Martians will take. Kompleksi just trying to find their way into Matt Matter. Patty finding Dubs. He's loving that car at the minute. Nearly taken out by that nade. Raves are waiting. Skills and Bumbledore adding to that tally. kicking players off A. Skills adding another one. Loving the MP40. Razor now left on his own. Hasn't actually got that far out of spawn before the rest of his teammates were dropped. And Martians will take the third. You don't see that MP40 used that often. Always fun to see it. Kompleksi using the first time out of the game. Losing 3 rounds on the trot. Probably a good cause for a timeout to be called. So I'll just show you that A route for anyone who is new to COD. There is a tiny alleyway that allies can push through on the left side of their spawn. It gives you a really nice quick access onto A, but for access to defend, it's not that hard. They have players that can sit by crates. They have nades that can land in, and wherever you pretty much land in here, if you're near a nade, you're pretty much taken out. Smoke will usually come onto that A bomb site. I think we've seen it already. Trying to block access vision from spawn onto the A bomb site. But if you can get access players by curve wall on MG house, you still have that vision to defend that A alleyway. So it is a popular spot, but sometimes it's a bit too popular, and players would usually tend to avoid it if they can. Unless an A rush is called, then you might see it used quite a bit, but Axis generally have that pretty much locked down, especially at this level. They probably won't let many players leak through there, just as Patty is showing us now. And then obviously that big square in the middle, the big square roof. Usually a point of contention. Shotgunners can charge up there, scopes can go up there. It's, again, sometimes the places on these maps are so obvious and so kind of strong in their position that they tend to just get left. For example, Church in Dawnville. That usually doesn't get grabbed by Axis that often. Sometimes they just leave it open. And back in my day, if you were defending, you always went for Church. Just like you always went for Orphanage. But nope. These guys have changed the meta. Completely turned it on its head. Yo, Noddy, thank you for the raid, dude. How did you get on? Welcome in, everyone. Stromfrich, welcome in, buddy. How did you get on? How did the game go, guys? You're over already. Welcome to the third map. Welcome in, everybody. You join it early on. Mozart, welcome in. Stromfrich, good to see it. Kerber, welcome in. Welcome in, friends. BenQ, welcome in. Thanks, some big names. Welcome in, guys. Great to see you. Siebert finding Gabox. Skills has managed to creep along with that MP40. Icons, welcome in. That's what I mean about that alleyway. He can have that lockdown. Ravesor adding to that 1950. Finding a kill. Kompleksi starting to wake up. Plant will go down on A. This could be the first round for Kompleksi. A well-called timeout. Martians left on his own. Oh, sorry, Skills left on his own. Dropped by 1950. That's the first round for Kompleksi. They needed that. Martians are starting to just run away with things. Welcome in, guys. So hope you had a wonderful game. Kompleksi going to start coming back. 1950 with that shotgun and car. Loaded with the M1 and MP40. Raves are tagged. Not dropped out. That plant, or sorry, the smoke goes exactly on the point where they need it. Covering vision from Axis spawn, but still giving them vision on that A-bomb site. Gabox defending it well. Skills with that MP40, putting pressure onto 1950. Dropping Gabox. Eventually dropped by Bumbledore. He somehow managed to get where Dub should be. A bit of a dance here between those two. Bumbledore winning that with the Luger. Siebert, the man left at A. Catching that nade from Blavix. Nice and calm. 4-1. And a buy round here for Martians. Gabox will take that car along with the shotgun. Pops of smoke. Actually on A. alleyways, beg your pardon. That allied smoke lands on them. Gets 1950. It's so dangerous pushing through mid. A second onto Losa. Great defending from him. 2 kills for him. 1 for Patty, 1 for Blavik. Skills will pick up the 5th. And another nice, confident round from Martians. New Era 2. Epics, no, well played, guys. Really well played. I'll have to watch that on a VOD. Noddy again. Thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. And GG. Looks like you guys are going to be playing whoever wins this. Congratulations, guys. Ravesor chooses A alleyways. This could be dangerous. It could pay off really well. He finds Gabox. Patty again finding a double. A nade and car kill. Ravesor can get onto that MG spot. Potentially do some damage. Patty picks up a 3rd. He has been an absolute beast in these first few rounds. Ravesor and Seba left. Take it back. Ravesor on his own. Martians are completely blocking Kompleksi out. And Blavix will get that last kill on Ravesor. 6-1. This is not how Kompleksi would have wanted this to start. Patty, man of the match so far, sitting at 11-1, choosing mid-square as his point. Nades landing near him, nearly taking him out. He's lucky to still be here. Bumbledore's actually pushed up, punished by Losa. Smoke now from allies going on B. Megan Plexi are choosing a different tack. Dub0 still yet to get a kill. And he's sitting with scope. 1950 with the shotgun sitting at 4. Skills again. Adding to that, finding Seba. A 3rd on 1950. Komplexi are just not finding a way in. Ravesor looks to push on mid-square. Punished by Patty. Again, Dubs is left. Not going to get another kill this round either. 0-7 for him. It is not happening for Komplexi. They are trying everything except for a B rush, which I can't imagine they're going to do. I don't think that will work in their favour, but who knows? Everything else they've tried has pretty much been shot down. 7-1 to Martians. Losa and Dubs starting off positively, getting those nades. 1950 adding to that. A is pretty much open. They look to be converging on it. That smoke blocking vision from Axis spawn. Bumbledore finding Seba. 1950 will happily grab that car. Gabox finding Ravesor. They are going to choose the long route back to try and defuse that bomb if they can. 1950 could just keep his head down, keep himself covered. Gabox on mid-square. It's down to him and Bumbledore to try and get this defuse. Bumbledore from spawn. Dubs, welcome to the scoreboard with 2 kills. Lands pretty much on the face of Bumbledore. 1950 securing that round. 7-2. The best Komplexi can get is 7-5 before the half. Not ideal. But I think they would chew your arm off for that at this point. Lavex looking for that early scope kill. Martians spreading out quite flatly. Over Matmatic. Gabox actually pushing up to A. And actually gets taken down by Losa. Patty finding C, but A, I think, is pretty much open. Patty on A long, trying to do some damage there if he can. Ravesor finding skills. Losa looks to plant. 3 versus 3. Dubs finds him. And Bumbledore left. Two remaining Martians players. And that bomb is right out in the open as well. Blavix finding Dubs. Ravesor, the man at the top. Sitting at 8-9. Dropped by Bumbledore. Actually, Losa left. Martians still have time to defuse it. He will take Bumbledore. Lavex left. He also teases that. Losa gambling that that's a fake. And he's very lucky that it is. This one isn't. He needs to be quick. He really needs to be quick.
Axis eliminated.
7-3.
Allies win.
Nice, calm play from Losa. Bit of a mind game when you're the 1v1. You have to kind of guess if your opponent's going to be defusing or faking. Losa taking... Why does he have Pistol and Lee Enfield? I'm not quite sure. Ravesor finding Bumbledore. Catching that nade from Patty. His kills just keep going up. 14-3 for him. Dubs covering that mid square. Kompleksi slowly converging on A. 1950 will tease it in an attempt to try and get any remaining nades out, as well as any players. He does. He encourages Gabox out, who will take him down. Losa retreats. Good shot there from Dubs, finding Gabox. 3v3. He is focused on that mid square. He knows how important it is. Losa goes up to MG, secures that. Siebert with scope. Dubs choosing to surrender that in favour of the Enfield. Patty finds him. Patty's just out of nowhere decided to start playing. The last two for Kompleksi. Dubs and Losa defending that A plant. The skills is MP40. Does a job against Dubs. Losa's going to be left. He'll find Patty. Don't know why he chose to jump there. Skills will happily take that kill and make it 8-3. Oh, I hope we don't see a 9-3. Nobody likes a 9-3.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
Last round before half. Kompleksi will be desperate for this. Going into defense at 8-4. Never favourable. Both smokes out. Kompleksi using all of their nades. Ravesor lucky to be alive.
My daddy's
Dubs
bread tastes really
by Bumbledore.
good.
Losa finding Gabox. Losa's actually going to get that quick plant on A if he isn't stopped. 1950 defending him. A nice aggressive push from Kompleksi. Just what they needed. Maybe a few rounds too late. But they still get the plant. Patty and Bumbledore left. This has to be a Kompleksi.
Okay,
I
bastard!
don't think Patty can secure this for his team. He doesn't. We will go 8-4.
Allies win.
Kompleksi clawing onto whatever they can get. And we switch. And they will now defend. Is the benefit of defending on that matter going to be enough to keep him in it?
Jerk off!
Good half being called. Nice respectful game. You love to see it. All players saying good half. Everyone friendly so far. Always good to see it at the late stage. I love how Patty has woken up. He's been deadly. Miles ahead at 15-5. Been absolutely lethal with that car. I'm guessing he'll pick a Lee Enfield. He's gone M1, fair enough. Thompson, Lee Enfield, M1, scope and shotgun for Martians. 2 Car 98s and MP44, scope and shotgun for Kompleksi. Siebert picking up the early kill with the nade. Bumbledore returning that, finding Losa. Blavex adding to that, finding Ravesor. Siebert and Patty. This is a really aggressive round. A looks to be the target again. 1950 trying to get that long-range shotgun kill. Taken down and punished by 1950. Dubs finding Bombador. Blavix
Allies win.
getting that final kill with the scope. We sit at 9-4. Really quick round. Over in under 30 seconds. And we go to round 14. I wonder if Kompleksi are going to try another timeout. They may as well. Anti-rush nade from Dubs. Finding any target. We'll use that scope on that A alleyway. Seba in mid. Pops those MP44 bullets down the street through smoke. Patty finding Ravesor, but then dropped by Seba. It is pushed back a little bit. Good defense from him. Pretty much holding that A bomb site by himself. But B now looks to be the target. Skills will get that plant pretty much on his own. Thompson's galore here. Gabox will have one as well. Dubs and Losa left. Good play from Martians to keep the game a little bit different from just A rushes. Probably did it at just the right time as well. I think Kompleksi maybe banked on an A push. Losa will find skills. He's now just going to be teased and taunted and just kept off that bomb site. Gabox will find him 10-4. Martians get closer. Kompleksi just seem to be reacting to Martians here. They don't really seem to have much control over Matter at all. Bombador with the early kill. Lots of nades being sent out. Only one left by Dubs. Patty rushes in. Martians with a triple to open things up. Leaving Losa on his own. And in 18 seconds, the round is over. Martians are 2 rounds away from winning. They are 2 rounds away from winning. Are we looking at a Martians New Era final? Or if Kompleksi still got something in the bag? Nades landing at A. Smoke there as well. Losa's going to be the furthest man trying to defend. Seba will find Blabex. Ravesor pushes mid-square. Bumbledore finds Dubs. He gets that headshot, finds skills. Gabox will try and plant. Losa is there, the only man to try and stop him. He does. A nice double from him. Finding Bumbledore. A triple. Finding Patty. A lovely trio of kills from him. A wonderful play. Great defense. 11-5. I would love for this to go to overtime. I really would. 2 early smokes. 2 very early smokes. Plenty of nades. Both teams looking to get up in each other's face. Ravesor with a double. Seba adding to that. Finding Patton. 1950 will find skills. And Blavex is suddenly the last allied man alive in Matter. Looking pretty lost. I don't quite know what he can do from here. But it will have to be 11-6. I can't see him getting out of this one. As much as I trust his skills, 1950 will find that.
Axis win.
Kompleksi are not dead. They are not out. Losa tagged heavily. Good push from skills. Takes A. Bumbledore adding to that. Finding Ravesor. Gabox finding 1950. Good aggressive play from Losa defending that bomb site. Bashing skills. He is now the man left. Carr and Thompson in hand. And Bumbledore will happily leave him there and plant B. Patty arguing with a spacing there. On Gabox, just tagging him. Losa digging in, finding Gabox. He will be taken down. It is match point here to Martians. Despite the bash and the defense, it may not be enough. It's nice of you to think I'm professional, but yeah, just a case of forgetting the sound alerts. At least I was reminded they were on. Remember, this is just a hobby, bud. I just do it because I enjoy it. But thank you for reminding me. Siebert defending, finding skills on this potential last map. Patty is going to creep towards A. He's backed up by another teammate. Losa defending, finding Gabox. Patty and Blavex left. Patty left. He'll get that one kill on Losa. He might not get the second. He does get the second. He gets a third on Ravesort. Sieber will put him down. He will not be down without a fight. That's the second headshot kill we've seen with the last remaining M1 bullet. 12-7. Yeah, I'll do my best to turn them off in the future. I just forget. I was so excited and caught up in the event. Skills, finding Siebert, Raves, or finding Patty. Kompleksi have locked down A. He looks to be the target. 1950 tries his best to keep them off. Skills will try again. Gabox finding dubs. Ravesort and 1950 left. 1950 will get the kill. Ravesort, the man left to keep his team in this if he can. Skills plants at A. The amount of pressure this guy must feel. GG being called. There it is. Martians will take it. Martians will take it. It's going to be a Martians New Era final. I don't know what to say. I honestly thought Kompleksi might have a comeback on that. It's a shame they didn't. I would have loved to have seen it go to overtime, but there we have it. Guys, Kompleksi New Era. That's going to be the final. I will pop the Discord in so you guys have a place to keep up to date of when that's going to be. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me just find it. When is it going to be? Does anyone know the date of the final? I'm not quite sure when it will be, but I will find the Discord for you. So the Discord link for the TLS COD 2, if you want to join that, keep up to date of when that's going to be, when the final will be. Jump in there. And we'll have the final for you here. I can't wait. GG to Kompleksi, GG to Martians. Well done to New Era for winning their game against Ethics as well. Huge games. I'm kind of nervous. What a game. Well played both teams. What an absolute slug. I'm glad it went to 3. I'm really glad it went to 3. And remember, guys, the final is going to be a best of 5. So I'm looking forward to bringing you that. I really am. Thank you for being here, guys. I'm absolutely buzzed. I'm still nervous, even though the game's over. But yeah, sorry about the sound alerts. I'll get them off for you next time. Thank you for reminding me. Whoever was spamming them, thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, just remember, I do this as a hobby. All right, this is just me doing something for a game I love. But anyway, I don't know if anyone else is playing COD 2 at the minute. I don't think they are. Lepsy's doing some COD 2. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here. But yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Whew. What a game. What a game. Who are we going to go see? Do we raid anyone? Do we